Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'm teaching you how to make chicken piccata, a classic Italian dish that you can have on your table in less than 30 minutes. Besides chicken breast, all you really need for this recipe is just butter, capers, lemon, parsley, and chicken broth. And flour, salt and pepper, but those are just pantry staples you should have on hand. And a little white wine in my version. It's a good day when this is a required ingredient. So it's great to get this all prepped out ahead of time because this dish comes together so fast, and once you get started, you don't want to stop and have to go get something or do any prep, so we're ready to go. We're gonna start with just some boneless, skinless chicken breast. You could also pick up chicken cutlets at your grocery store. I've been seeing that they're kind of hard to find. Part of what makes this cook so quickly is that our chicken breasts are nice and thin. So I'm gonna just slice these in half. I'm gonna show you a couple different ways. Don't be intimidated by this process. Very easy. You want to cut them to where they're about 1/2 inch thick at the most. Now you have 2 chicken cutlets. You can cut this little tender off or just leave it and we can pound it thin if you want. Another easy way is to use just the thin half of the chicken breast as 1 cutlet and then cut the top part in half. And then you have 3 pieces. These do not have to be perfect. Whatever manageable size is good for you. We're still gonna give them a little bit of a pounding just so they're even. You'll probably wanna figure 1 whole chicken breast per hungry adult and then just a half for a kid. I like to set down a little bit of plastic on top of the chicken before I pound it just so you don't tear the meat. If you don't have a meat mallet, you could definitely use a rolling pin or just a small skillet just to flatten it a little bit. They don't have to be paper thin. We just want them to kind of be even in texture so they cook evenly. It's a good little cutlet right there. Easy peasy. First step is to season our chicken breast with salt and pepper and dredge it lightly in flour. You can season the second side once you've got it in the flour. The purpose of the light flour coating is to give it a nice crispiness, and also it will help thicken our sauce when we go to cook it in the skillet. What's great about chicken piccata is it's such a quick dinner method. So what you can do is adapt this cooking method to other flavors. If your family doesn't want the lemon and capers, then add something else or just leave it out and use chicken broth. Serve it over rice, serve it over pasta, couscous. It's more about the method. All right, that's it. You know the old saying, I love cooking with wine. Sometimes they even put it in the food. All right, let's cook. So I'm gonna get a large skillet heated. I'm gonna add a combination of oil and butter. I'm using olive oil, a couple tablespoons of each. You want this to be good and hot till you're just seeing little bits of smoke come off the top. You will likely have to cook your chicken piccata in 2 different batches because we don't want any crowding in the pan. We're looking for crispy edges, so we want our skillet to stay nice and hot. We don't want our chicken to steam in any way. We're gonna go about 2 to 3 minutes on the first side and about 2 minutes on the other side. Your chicken's gonna pretty much be cooked through at this point. To test if your chicken is done without having to cut it open, you just wanna press it down, and if it's firm, it's likely to be done because these are really thin. They're not gonna take very long. Our chicken's cooked. Now we make a quick pan sauce. I'm gonna add in a little more butter, then throw in our capers that I have rinsed. They're super briny, and if you rinse them, you're better able to control the salt in your dish. Deglaze the pan with just a little bit of white wine. I use the wine to lift up that flavor off the bottom of the pan. I want that to reduce before I add my lemon juice and chicken broth. Add in a 1/2 cup of chicken stock and about 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice. That's gonna add great brightness and freshness. I also like to throw in a little bit of the lemon zest. We're gonna bring that mixture up to a simmer and let it start reducing. Now I'm gonna add my chicken back into the sauce. The flour that we coated our chicken with is gonna help thicken our sauce a little bit. You're not gonna end up with a thick gravy. You just want it to thicken a little bit to where it coats that chicken slightly. And then it's done. This is it. We're gonna serve it over our pasta. I like to add a finishing touch with some fresh parsley just to kind of heighten up that freshness. I love serving my chicken piccata just over angel hair pasta. You want something that's gonna also kind of be a good vessel for that delicious sauce. This is not your average weeknight supper. I'm telling you, you have to make this. You can smell all that bright citrus and the capers. I can wait no longer for that perfect bite. Just savor this for just a second. Do you see that perfect bite? You see sauce, capers, chicken, pasta. This is so incredible, and what I love even more is that my at-home restaurant bill is about 1/4 of the price. When you're looking for that next easy weeknight chicken dinner, this chicken piccata is for you. I love hearing from you, and I want to know what you want to see me teach you how to cook next. In the meantime, be sure you're subscribed to All Recipes, and I'll see you next time. You say potato, I say piccata. Potato, piccata, potato, piccata.